we can change the team that we're negotiating with.
So, here we are.
There's no rule saying
We
you need to
are
stay in
gonna
the same
be
seat forever.
negotiating a new
Selection of the
contract
team
in
here
F1
only affects the
2019 career mode
negotiation.
for the
The
second
outcome
half of
won't
the
take place
season
until the following
with
race
the
week.
Pink Boys, the boys that I started my first ever career mode with. That would be the Racing Point team. Force India. I'm gonna be signing with Racing Point Force India. Yeah, the Pink Boys. They are the team I shall choose because I don't want to go into the Ferrari program at all by going with Haas, and I'm pretty familiar with how the car handles. So I think that would be the best option for me because I F1 2018. I did 2 seasons in the pink car. 2017 I did a season. This is my personal career mode anyway. I did a lot of time with Force India, and since they've been reincarnated as Racing Point, may as well go with them. So, considering where their car is, I make a very comfortable contract. Second driver, 10th and 8th qualifying and race position, team go hard, and well, negotiation failed. So, let's try that again. We're still second driver. I want to go medium team goal this time because I didn't notice that. But 20% quick pit stops, and that actually works out well. So here we are, our boys in pink. Sergio Perez, my teammate again. I can never escape this guy, but these things happen. He's actually one of the harder drivers to beat in the F1 games because he's actually a really good driver in the game. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been what is that name? Anyway, we've been blessed with 5,000 resource points. And, ooh la la. 2 clean races is our goal, but 5,000. Oh. I was actually having a chat at the same time I was doing this, and 5,000 resource points. 5 grand. That's like 5,000s. Oh, ho, ho. Things are looking up, ladies and gentlemen. I can put it that way. As far as the sessions, qualifying will be dry, but the race will have some wetness between, which is good. Also, I have decided to stick with short qualifying for now. I do believe I go into full qualifying for Monza, but we will have to wait and see. But look at that. I have inherited 5,000 resource points. That's tasty. And okay, what is up? These guys have been planning a bomb. 3 ultimate chassis upgrades, all for Italy. What is going on? What does their R&D tree look like if they have this much money and upgrade speed? Oh my god, they have almost maxed out. I mean, ignoring the durability. Look at the chassis. Oh my. So I immediately, just start spending some cash money, and actually spend it on all 3 of those engine upgrades, 2 aero upgrades, and 1 chassis upgrade. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my time with the boys in pink, but now we move on to qualifying for the Belgian Grand Prix. I almost said the Spa-ish Grand Prix. Jesus.
It's qualifying time at Spa, one of the mightiest tracks on the Formula One calendar. Long straights, up and downhill, Eau Rouge as well. This track isn't for the faint-hearted. And as we wait, poised for the start of what will hopefully be a thrilling qualifying, why don't you tell us, Anthony Davidson, about the things you can do to really get the most out of a car in a session like this?
Well, you're largely limited by the Parc Fermé regulations, of course. Back in the old days, pre-2004, you'd work on both a qualifying setup and a race setup over practice, and then swap them over after qualifying. So the race car was quite different at times to the qualifying car. Nowadays, though, you have to find a compromise that works for both. There are a few things that you can still adjust during the session, such as the differential, the brake bias, and the front wing angle, but that's about it. So it's more about optimizing what you do have and adapting your own style to suit the track conditions.
So here we go into qualifying. This is the end of lap. Jesus Christ. This is the end of the first run here. In the boy in pink. Already got comfortable with the car in qualifying. The feeling, the way it handled, I loved it basically. But now we go into the final sector of our best lap actually. We're P12 at the moment, so the first lap wasn't great. Now we run up to the line using all the track, all the speed. I don't want to miss the counter because I don't want a qualifying sim glitch to happen. So here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we just make it. And it's P3, and in the end it's going to be P4 behind my teammate, and we match him quite well. So, see, I told you Lando was braking. But yeah, look at that. I'm matching Sergio on the same AI difficulty, may I point out.
Let's have your take on it. What was the secret of your qualifying pace?
Well, what can I say? It's the one at the bottom. Have a great team. Work tirelessly.
How are you finding things at your new team? Are you settling in?
Well, yes, definitely. I'm much happier here. Suck it, McLaren.
You left some body work out there on the track. Were you
I
struggling
have
for
no idea what you're talking about, Claire. No idea. Maybe get some glasses. So.
Great. Well, that's everything.
No problemo.
In the 48 races held at Spa between 1950 and 2015, the race winner has only started from pole position on 16 occasions. Qualifying yesterday may have set the order for today, but expect the unexpected here at the Belgian Grand Prix. As the saying goes, of course, anything can happen. And you know what? It usually does. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track is a great one for fans of pure speed. The average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles an hour. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Why don't we start by talking about Valtteri Bottas? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Great work from Nico Hülkenberg yesterday sees him start on pole, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Iceman, Sebastian Vettel and Verstappen, Hamilton, Sainz, Magnussen and Charles Leclerc, Grosjean, Gasly, Daniel Ricciardo and Raikkonen, Russell, Norris, Daniel Kvyat and Alexander Albon, Kubica and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Okay, remember to brake early for turn 1, as the pack's gonna bunch up. There's plenty of runoff if things get too close.
So our strategy is gonna be a one-stop, soft to medium. Of course, the rain coming in means we'll probably go straight from the soft to inters, and then to the end of the race. But hopefully nothing goes wrong. Just save my setup real quick in the Racing Point. RP19, I believe, is the name of the car. Probably, I don't know. But I do increase the rear downforce by 1 just for that wet weather period, just to be safe a bit. And then check the strategy. Nope, nothing we can do. Alright, fine. So we'll leave it like that. But now we go to 5 red lights for the Belgian Grand Prix here at Spa-Francorchamps. The lights are out, we're underway. The Mercedes got a good start, so hopefully, actually no, we won't be able to catch them, but I don't get a good start, and actually I get hounded by the Renault and the Ferrari. But now, out of turn 1 towards turn 2, 3 and 4, of course, Rouge and Radion, we get ahead, and now we start the chase to hunt, what's his face? Sergio Perez, my teammate, Jesus Christ. But meanwhile, actually, I don't show this, but they actually went 3 wide ahead. Look at that. I do show it now. And Perez does lose out quite a bit, and now, here we go, towards this really tight turn. I try to go down the inside of Perez, but I do brake a bit too early, and he shuts that door. Quite well, actually. Bravo, Perez. Check that there's no damage, and we move on into the rest of the race. But now, later on, this is the Ferrari of Lewis Hamilton, I think it was, chasing me down the inside for a brief moment, but we block him off, shut that door, and make sure that he never gets the move done. But now, here we go, onto the straight, I can't remember the name of it, but Slipstream DRS, reach and overtake. And we have gone past our teammate. Simply lovely move right there. What was that? Now lap 5 this is. I would like to point out that it's a restart rain, as you can see. Perez actually goes down my inside. Does he? Oh snap, he actually makes the move work. And this is a big problem because if we get the same strategy to pit, that means we're going to have pit on the same lap. And I cannot take these dry tires out for another lap. So, you know, I kind of get desperate just a little bit. I'm like, no, I can't let this happen. I need to finish ahead of Sergio. Lap 6 this is. They haven't made the call yet for enters, which is interesting. But Rich makes overtake mode. Here we go. Full power. What could possibly go wrong? Tourist inside, a bit of grass. Cover him off and brake. Just like that. We have overtaken our teammate once more. But now, this is into sector 3. This is, I go a bit deep and Sergio is down my side towards the outside. He actually goes around my outside. And that makes it to the inside for next corner. I can confirm that at this point, the call has been made to pit us for some fresh tires. Some fresh intermediate tires, that is. Now I am desperate. So, Rich Mix, overtake mode. Here we go. So the slipstream through Blanchimont. Here we go. Do we go to the inside, the outside? We find some space. Go down the inside of our teammate. Not a big lunge, but that is enough to stay ahead. And that means we are ahead for the pit stop. So here we go into the pit lane, sliding in, and pit limit. There we go. So Perez is going to get held up, but I do believe he has the pace to fight through the field. I'm not sure about myself, so yeah. Into the pit lane we go. Sergio gets held up. Onto the intermediate tires, and nobody holds us up, which is interesting. Actually, I noticed, look at that. The Mercedes of, I think that's Nico Hulkenberg, got held up and is now behind us. But that's the Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo going past, and he hasn't pit yet. So he's still on soft tires in this wet weather. See, that would have been me if I didn't pit that lap. Just saying. That would have been me. Anyway, onwards and forwards we go. Now we're going to be right aboard with Sergio Perez. He goes round the outside of the Renault. Doesn't completely make the move work. But now he will have the slipstream, rich mix, and overtake mode to go down the inside. Look at that. The power of the Racing Point is immense. And down the inside he goes. He gets that move done. Now, into this is sector 2. Of course, they're in sector 2. They're quite bunched up. So he tries to make a move on the McLaren, but it doesn't work out. But now, look at that. The McLaren, the Mercedes going side by side. Look at them fly. What's gonna happen? Sergio's around the outside of Blanchimont on the Mercedes, Nico Hulkenberg that is, and he's done it. He has made the move work. What an absolute legend Sergio is. That was kudos to Sergio. That was an amazing move. But meanwhile, here we come to the end of the race. Valtteri Bottas is the race winner with the fastest lap. I did lose it a little bit on the final lap, and that's why Hamilton caught up. But otherwise, it's a great race to P2. Our first podium. And can I just say, it's our first race with these guys, and we already got a podium. Look, McLaren, what are you doing, man? Step up your game. Shame on you.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
It's a heroic effort for any driver to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all the grip, all the good lines, and had the confidence to get on the power to top it all off. That's what pushed them into first place here today.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the
So,
drivers' table. No points for
what we
Valtteri
got here,
Bottas,
Valtteri
further
Bottas is your
solidifying
race
his
winner.
lead
I
at
come
the
second
top of the
place.
table. Now,
Lewis
Mr.
Hamilton in
Fans, who would
third
you
in the
say is a
Ferrari, not
contender
bad,
for
not
driver
bad.
of
Max
the day?
But it's
Verstappen
got to be
fourth in
Kevin
the
Magnussen.
Renault.
He displayed
Magnussen,
exceptional skill out on the track
Sainz,
today and wasn't afraid to
Perez
fight his way
in
through the pack.
P7,
Let's move on to
obviously
the
because of double
constructors.
stack. Then Charles
Mercedes
Leclerc,
continue to extend
Nico
their lead.
Hulkenberg, and
Well,
Sebastian
that
Vettel
was
round out
certainly an
the top
incredible weekend
10.
of racing.
If we
Be sure
actually
to
look
join
at lap
myself
times,
and
I
Ant for
was
more
faster than
exciting
Perez,
Formula 1 action
so I just
soon.
need to work a bit on my consistency. But Bottas dominated after the pit stops, 23 seconds ahead of me. So, well, at least I can say screw you, McLaren. Look at me doing well in my new team. Haha, I am much better than you and all that. Actually, basically what happened, I kicked Carlos out of Racing Point back to McLaren, so you can go do one. But because he beat Checo, but only because of the pit stop stuff. Drivers' Championship, Bottas leads from Hulkenberg, Hamilton, myself, Vettel, and Perez. I want Perez to catch up to Vettel and Hamilton to catch up, me to catch up to Hamilton. Yeah, my mind works, my brain works. Constructors, look at that Racing Point behind McLaren. I took McLaren up there, right, single-handedly, just saying. I want to bring McLaren down from that third place spot. Checo and we will be pushing hard to get them, and hopefully also pass Ferrari, because we are now comfortably the second best team, and Ferrari, what, fifth, sixth best team? So it's not going great for them, but for us, things are going well.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
Right, let's get rid of Claire.
You must be thrilled to be up on the podium.
Yeah, my team put a lot of faith in me. I'm just glad to live up to it.
You're surpassing all expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you?
Yes. Not with this team behind me. Haha.
Are you missing your old team?
No, things are much better here, I will say. Definitely. No, don't do that. Don't. No. I don't miss the people. Well, a little bit, but whatever.
Did you feel comfortable in the wet weather today?
Oh, yeah. 110%. I had a team to mitigate
Great.
that.
Well, that's everything.
Be gone, Claire! What the hell? So yeah. Already beating Checo and Maximus Decimus Meridius in our championship.
Excellent result today.
Championship
Finishes like that will
rivalry.
look good on your contract reviews. On to the next one.
Good
Looks like one of
stuff,
your
good
rivals has
stuff.
also been
I
invited to a
will
historic
say, if I
event.
do say so
This
myself.
could be a
So
good
look at that.
opportunity
Actually,
to
we
promote
are
your
the
rivalry for
third
the
best
press
team,
and
but
expand
by
your
next episode
reputation.
we should be the fourth best team. English, the second best team, and if all these upgrades come in, we should be right up Mercedes. So things are looking good for us. So hopefully, considering the development rate of these guys, hopefully we will be able to take the fight to Mercedes. I don't think we'll be able to go for the championship this season, but since we're at Spa, I haven't seen, like, so far up to where I've quote unquote recorded, I haven't seen an R&D reset yet, so I'm kind of hoping there won't be one this season, so we can absolutely make sure of that. Also, this is the probably, no, I can't remember. I think it was Russia. That's the last episode before the patch. So, because of that, I think that, yeah, after Russia, the 1.07 patch has come out. So, hopefully that not qualifying, penalty glitch thing can be mitigated by then.